What's up, y'all? Nathan here. Typically, I throw righty backhands, but for the next year, I'm gonna be throwing lefty only. Here's why. So this idea was inspired because yesterday I went to go shave my beautiful head, didn't even look, grabbed my razor, sliced the top of my finger. I won't say I took out a chunk that's aggressive, but it's enough where it's like if I threw it'd be like, ooh, I felt that. So for right now, if I want to play disc golf, I mean, this is the way that I can play, is throwing lefty. But it really made me think. You have all these things that you've learned along the way that you're like, man, if I went back in time, I would do these things differently, like trying to help new players. These are like different details that I would share with them. So I'm like, I could be my own best coach right now and see if those things help me get better at playing disc golf easier, because my lefty side, that's essentially a beginner. Having said that, I haven't started completely from scratch, you know. I played 2 rounds yesterday. Sounds like it would be miserable, but honestly, it kind of put a lot of fun back into disc golf again because everything's new. Discs fly different. Dude, lining everything up lefty right now is a chore for sure, considering I'm righty. Hey, yo, peep the swing. Yo, it ain't good, but it ain't bad. Dude, that's cash. I'm not even mad at that. Now, saying that I'm throwing lefty only, it's not the complete truth. Of course, I will be using my dominant hand once it heals. I think for the sake of doing a monthly challenge, I just want to see what happens if I can coach my left side to see like the level of progress that happens, and maybe beginners can learn something along the way. Maybe it like helps teach me things to like my dominant side that I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. That could be cool. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Oh. Dude, that's so good. If you guys saw how my righty backhand started, it's impossible. I don't have footage of it, but they called me Twinkle Toes to start, if that's any indication. Ugh. I'm just gonna righty putt. I mean, it's already tough to watch lefty. I'm not gonna say this is gonna be any better. Dude, that's just disgusting. But it's fine. So personally, I figured I would still putt righty. Doesn't bother my finger at all. And let's be honest, it's already kind of tough to watch me throw lefty. So to watch me putt lefty would be a chore. So unless anything absolutely crazy happens, I'll include it. Otherwise, I probably won't. But yeah, let me know if you guys think I should keep it in, because I will. I'll do it, dude. I just blew into the wrong hand. F7, just added it to the bag. I think it'll be sick, but I could also be talking straight up my B. Oh, pipe job. Yeah. So this is pretty much like the one hole in the course. This is my home course, Davis Forest, where it's like, oh, you're trying to blast one for distance? This is the one, man. Yikes. So I'm recording this early in the morning on New Year's Eve. I have some time off from all the work and whatnot that I have to do. Where have I been? What's changed? How is 2024 for Nathan? Probably just go PA5 here again. She a flip dog. That's, oh. I'm kind of killing it right now. Try to keep you out of the sun.
Here in my garage.
So in 2024, a bunch of disc golf stuff in my life really took off. I maybe had just started doing the Funsy podcast. Started that with my friends. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. It's kind of like every other disc golf podcast, but a little bit more casual, more like you're talking with your buddies as opposed to like, here's the news. Here are our thoughts on the news. So I'm going to try to throw sidearms. They're going to be horrendous. Tough to watch, probably. That's not bad. That's usable. And the big thing that people probably have come to learn is that I've been the social media manager for the Another Round Instagram since I think April or May of this year, and also help editing some YouTube and whatnot. It depends. It's always different, pretty much month to month, whatever just needs to get done. But it's been pretty insane where just some disc golf videos have taken me thus far. That is so babied. Through Another Round, got to go to Worlds this year, got to go to USDGC, check out Charlotte for the first time. So I have so much to be grateful for in this sport already. No looksies. You didn't see anything, it made it actually. If you listen to our podcast, You might remember on our first episode, each of us kind of talked about what we do. Everyone had all these accolades, and I was pretty much the guy that was just like, yeah, I make videos and I put them on Instagram. Which, by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, do that. But thank you guys for the response on like my first YouTube video. I think it got up to, I think it's over 10K right now at the time that I'm recording. I haven't checked in a little bit, so that could be wrong. That feels pretty crazy for a first video. Definitely could have just gone mid there. The ego started to get to me. Like I mentioned earlier, cool part is going through relearning discs. I'm still bringing along my normal bag right now, and I'm probably throwing about a fifth of them. Clean up and down. So things that have been gospel for me right now: throw, slow, flippy stuff. Like I'm not throwing anything above a 7-speed currently. It's not really so much about the speed as it is about just like how controllable something is for me right now, because angles are more difficult. So like I have super flippy discs, like this PA5 right here can work all my angles. That's why it's fun. It's perfect. Dude, imagine if I rung it up right now. This is the exact type of shop shape where it would line up so perfectly for the lefty sidearm. Backhand, I just have to be okay with like pushing it straight and fading out and then just giving myself like maybe kind of a look. We'll see if I actually do that though. I mean, yeah. Aside from the PA5, been throwing the Detour. I got to play Webster Fish and Game yesterday. Locals, if you know, you know. Goated tee pads, incredible course. I'm not even kidding. People will agree, probably the nicest tee pads I've ever played on in my life. Shout out to whoever is doing those and that entire organization. They're just making disc golf. They're elevating it way past like what so many other people are doing, and it's super cool. There's no way. Guys, not planned. This is, again, not a bit. It's like when I found that disc golf basket randomly that one time in my first video. So here's my drive. Dude, I was just going to tell you, maybe I just said it. I just told you how the Detour is like my perfect disc yesterday, and I find one right here on the course. That's crazy. See if I can do it. Still shook that I just found that Detour. But the driver has been, it was F5, and that is a good flip up, hit it flat. It'll turn a little bit, but like flex shot. Put the F7 in that I threw on hole 2. So far, so good. And just like that, we are all ready to hole 6. So I can now hear people on the course. F7 here. Yo, rip that drive, dude. I love that. So let's talk about the form itself. Never having thrown lefty, really. I threw one time in a field, and then yesterday. Not bad. Not bad, man. Background for people that don't know. My righty backhand, is it perfect? No, absolutely not. Everyone has something to work on. But I'd at least like to think that it shows that I put in effort and that I care about it. That frozen ground, just look that, like, that's a soft PA5 and it's just skipping. There's numerous things I could pick out in my lefty form, of course. Sure, I'm going to focus on those things maybe in later iterations, different months, whatnot. Maybe do some form work. Tech disc, got that for Christmas. So stoked. Really, the big thing that I noticed is a lack of follow through on my left side. I don't know why that is, because people teach you to follow through, and I was always just like, that just happens, right? You throw, and then like you just come through. It's natural, like your momentum carries you. Lefty, not the case at all. Maybe kind of tough to see. I don't want to put you in too weird of a spot, but over here. That's so good. Skip. Maybe a little too much skip. Yeah, serious lack of follow through, but they're coming out pretty online, which is cool. That make this at least more enjoyable to watch and more enjoyable for me to play. Try the new Detour. See if I can just ring it up right now. I'm okay with that. Yep. It's a show. I'm putting. I promise I am. It's like when you watch the Foundation boys play. They would do like have to throw with your opposing hand or something like that. Even them. Serious lack of follow through, it seems like. Yo, we just want to stay down the middle on this one. Just like that. Also, if you follow me and you've heard me talk about my tee pads at my local course, this is those. I've described them as kind of like, you know, like the separators when someone delivers soda cans. I don't know if that's what this is, but that's how I always describe it to people. It's weird because if your foot is on top, it's slick, but if you go to like pivot and your foot gets caught in one of these divots, you're stuck. So are they good? No, but it's something, and I'm at least glad to have a course in my area, you know? Oh. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So I kind of noticed lately, just throwing constantly right side, some body like imbalance issues. Left side, like shoulder, just didn't have as much flexibility, whatnot. It's almost like this happening, like me cutting my finger. It's kind of forcing my hand, literally, to throw lefty and kind of bring some balance back to my overall body. You know, like I'm not going to bore you with the details, but obviously that can lead to problems over time. Most people go this right gap. I think I'm just going to try to play for like this weird hyzer to like the center of the right side. Let's see. That's exactly what I wrote up. That's a perfect example. I hit my line. I think I'm throwing anhyzer, but obviously was not. I'll get like a better understanding of my angles as I play, because I'm just learning. If that rolled, I would have. Hole 10, I mean, this is really the loop at Davis Forest. There is a full 18, but nah. How do we measure progress in this sort of series? I'll probably put like the score on the screen that you guys can see for each time that I do this. I'll do some like form work type stuff, maybe over on Instagram. We'll figure it out as we go. I'm gonna try to absolutely smack this one though. And that's what happens. Let's do one more for the sake of science. I'll play that one. Yeah. Basket is right here, just over this ridge. It kind of pops down barely, but it's just enough that you can't quite see the band. Also, I could have doctored this up, but I didn't. Dude, I'm committed to the cause. Oh, I cooked it. We're falling apart here at the end. Coming into the new year, there are a lot of plans that I can't talk about yet. I'm busy with my day job. I upload for another round. I may be taking on like a couple more clients in the new year, which is exciting. I'm committed to doing my stuff and another round, but I'm always happy to help other people. So hit me up if you have editing needs. Happy to talk about it, and maybe we can work something out. Oh, that was chains. But I'm glad that I can at least bring this video to you guys and this overall series. But until next time, thank you guys.